Welcome to our virtual classroom. Join me for some fun learning. Hello, it's Miss Nicole of Legacy Lineage Online Learning here for story time. We have been talking about Earth Day, and this is our second Earth Day story, and the name of it is Planet Earth. So this year for Earth Day, what we did was we talked about the solar system. We read solar system first, and in the first video I also instruct you that you can go back into our library and see Earth Day last year, where we did lots of different stories on the concept of Earth Day. So this year we're really spending some time talking about the solar system, and specifically today we're going to learn about planet Earth. We live on planet Earth, and the story time that we had just before on the solar system told us that we are the third planet from the sun. And if you remember, or maybe you didn't watch the previous video, but I'm going to show you our solar system mobile that we did. Okay, and in the previous video, I talked about how we use books with pictures of the planets so that we could accurately color each of the planets that are represented in our mobile. So we used the book. We colored the different planets so that they could really be a representation of what they look like in the solar system. So let's see, can you see Earth? Earth is back here. It's kind of hiding behind Mars, but it's back here, and the mobile may move as I am reading, but you'll be able to see the planets more. Okay? So here we go. And this story is also by the same author who wrote the Solar System book, Jill McDonald. Okay, here we go. Planet Earth. We live on a big blue planet called Earth. Let's take a look around our beautiful home. This is what the Earth looks like from space. Earth is part of the solar system. It moves around the sun, and the sun gives it warmth and light. Earth has a moon, and the moon moves around Earth. When you look up at the sky at night, you see the moon. Light from the sun makes the moon shine. So these arrows that she's giving are talking about how the Earth goes around the sun, but how the moon, our moon, only goes around our planet. Okay? I'll bring it up closer so you can look at it. The North Pole is at the very top of our planet, and the South Pole is at the bottom. These places do not get warmth from the sun, so they are very cold. In the winter, at the North and South Poles, there is no sun and it is always dark. In the summer, it is always light. And they're showing you the type of animals that live on the North Pole. They have a polar bear. We did a fun polar bear story last year for Earth Day. And then you have penguins. I didn't even see they have a walrus, and then this also looks like a white owl at the North Pole. All right, let's see what else this story is going to teach us. Earth has large areas of land called continents. Which continent do you live on? All right, so I'm going to tell you that I live in Connecticut, and that is in the continent of North America. Okay, so I'm over here. I'll bring it closer so I can point and show you North America right in here. And I know this is North America by the shape because I see right over here, this is called like the thumb, which is Florida, which is where I was born at, okay? So this is North America. There's also South America, there's Africa, there's Europe, there's Asia, There is Australia, Antarctica. So where do you live at in the world? Where in the world are you? Let's see if I can see. I was looking for Italy because there's certain things that when you look on the globe, okay, I can see Italy because it looks like a boot. So I'm going to come really, really close and I'm going to point to where Italy is on the map. I know the general area is Europe, but I also know, you see this? It says right here, it looks like a boot. Maybe my pointer hand is too big, so let me bring up my, there it is, right there. Looks like a boot. And here is Florida that looks like the thumb sticking out of North America. Okay. All right, let's see what else. It says most of Earth is covered in water. The biggest bodies of water are called oceans. Can you count all 5 of them? All right, so let's count all 5 of the oceans. So it says there are 7 continents. Did we count all 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're counting 5 oceans. We'll come up closer and we're going to count them together. Let's start here with the Pacific Ocean. And then let's go across to the Atlantic Ocean. That's 2. Let's go down to the Indian Ocean. Okay. And then you have the Southern Ocean. And then all the way up at the top, you have the Arctic Ocean. So let's start that again. Pacific Ocean is 1. Atlantic Ocean is 2. The Southern Ocean is 3. The Indian Ocean is 4. And if we go around to the top, we have the Arctic Ocean. So 5 oceans and 7, my book is falling. 5 oceans and 7 continents. Okay? And you notice that they show us all the different animals that live in these different continents or in different areas, okay? I'm going to bring it back up and you're going to do a picture walk. And what a picture walk is when you just use your eyes to really look at the illustrations and look at all the pictures and find out the information that the pictures is giving you. So let's look and let's find out, okay? So if we look and we're taking a picture walk, they are showing us palm trees, and I see monkeys, and I see a narwhal. In Africa, I see all kind of savanna animals like giraffe and zebra, lion, and camel. I see whales and squids. What else do you see that maybe I didn't name? I spy with my little eye an elephant. I spy with my little eye a panda bear. I spy with my little eye a kangaroo. I spy with my little eye a penguin. And I spy with my little eye a polar bear. I spy with my little eye a brown bear. And I spy with my little eye an eagle. And last, I spy with my little eye a cacti. A cacti is one cactus plant. Okay? All right, let's finish reading. And if you want to do the picture walk more, what you can do is you can go back in the video and you can pause it. And then when you pause it, and just pause it so you see the whole picture. And you can see if you can find the things that Miss Nicole named, or you can discover some things that I didn't name. All right, let's learn more. Oceans are full of living things such as whales, sharks, dolphins, sea otters, coral, and colorful fish. The water in oceans is salty. And Ruby is our virtual classroom pet, but she does not live in salt water. She lives in fresh water. So that means that this water just comes right from the sink. I don't have to put it go to like the ocean to get water for her to live, because she just lives in fresh water in her fish tank. But she does live in water just like all these animals, just different type of water. Earth has many different kinds of land. A savanna is a large open grassland with only a few trees and shrubs. What animals do you see on this African safari? And it also tells us that nearly half of the continent of Africa is a savanna. So let's go in and let's see. I see some fun animals. I see a few that I named when we did our other picture walk. I'm going to give you a chance to picture walk with your eyes and see what you spy. I see a couple of families. Like I see a lion family and an elephant family, a giraffe family. Okay, so that is savanna in Africa. Oh, this is interesting. I like how this picture, so watch when I turn the page. When I turn the page, this picture goes, watch what happens. Turn the page, and this picture goes top to bottom. So let's see what this page is saying. Some areas on our planet have mountains, and now I see why she made this go top to bottom, because mountains go very high. Mountains are very tall. Can you name the animals that live here? Mountains are often cold and windy at the top. This makes it harder for plants and trees to grow. All right, so she asked if we can name some of the animals that live here. So here I'm going to come up again closely and give you a chance to do a picture walk. What do you see? I see some mountain goats, a bear, a mountain lion, a bat. He's hanging upside down. At the very, very top, I see an eagle. What else? Oh, let's lift it up a little bit more. Oh, I see a rabbit there. So those are the mountain areas. A desert is a dry place where it hardly ever rains or snows. What animals do you see living in this hot land? Here we go again, another picture walk time. So take your time and look around and see the animals that live in the desert. Now we see cactus. How many cactus do we see? So remember I said cacti before, because cacti is one, but cactus is more than one cacti plant. So let's count. I see one here, 2, 3 down to the very front. We just see the top of this one, and then 4 way in the back. And some cactus do grow blossoms on them and flowers. Ooh, I spy with my little eye a tiny scorpion. When you were looking at all the animals, did you see a scorpion? I'll tell you what I didn't know. I didn't know that ostrich, or maybe this is a road runner, live in a desert. All right, let's keep learning more about our planet Earth. A forest is a large area of land covered with trees. Point to all the forest animals you know. And it says trees produce a gas called oxygen, which helps keep our air clean. So trees produce oxygen, and then when we breathe, we release carbon dioxide. So we breathe in oxygen, which comes from trees, so we need lots and lots of trees. All right, here, you ready for your picture walk now? All right, let's do a picture walk, and she's asking, point to all the forest animals you know. So get your pointer ready. okay? And gently touch whatever device you're using, okay? Especially if it's a TV, you want to be careful with it, okay? So I have my pointer that I use, all right? And as I point, while you do a picture walk, you tell me if you can name any of the animals that I point to. I bet you know this animal back here. He has a very strong odor. And what about this animal here that wears a mask over his eyes? Not really, but his eyes are black. And that looks like a little mask. Do you know this animal? How about over here? Do you see any animals in the trees that you know? And last but not least, this animal. Were you able to name any? A tropical rainforest, they are very important kind of forest. They are found in hot areas on our planet where there is a lot of rain. Rainforests are home to more than half of Earth's planet and animal species. They count all the animals you can see. So it says half of the Earth's plants and animal species live in the tropical rainforest. Ready for a picture walk? Here we go. Let's find all of the different animals that live in a tropical rainforest. What do you see that you're interested in as your eyes look at the illustrations for a picture walk and all the different animals you see? I see an animal. I spy an animal that moves slowly. A sloth. A sloth. And I see an animal that slithers. And I see a toucan. What else do you see? I love these illustrations. They're all different kind of animals in them. Earth is our home and it needs special care to keep it healthy for people, animals, insects, and plants. And as you can see, we talked about in our other video about the solar system, ways that we can reduce, reuse, and recycle. And here they are recycling. Metal, plastic, and paper. And this sign right here, this is the universal sign for recycle. So when you see that, people know that you are supposed to recycle. What does your family do to keep the earth clean? And I think in the solar system story, so if you go back and watch the solar system story, you will hear me also talking about compost and how you can take things like leaves and old fruit rinds and how they will just, we use the word decompose, which means they will break down and turn back into soil, really, really rich soil that you can use to plant other things. So here they are composting. My family and I recycle, and we reuse and we reduce. That means we use less of things if we can, and we reuse. That means we can use it again and again. I'll give you an example. So before this became our emotions container, it was our egg carton. So we took the egg carton and we reused it to make the emotions display. Okay? Let's see what else. Some families, let's see. Some people only eat a certain kind of diet, so they might not eat meat. And that helps the animals because now the animals don't have to be used for people's food. Some people only eat a certain type of meat. So, like, some people may only eat seafood because they feel like the sea is plentiful and full of seafood for us to eat. Let's see what else. At your house, what is another way? Do you reuse your water bottles? Do you take your water bottles and then redeem them? So, or do you just put them outside for your sanitation workers to get? Some people actually take them and redeem the water bottles. And one of the things I used to do with my children was we would save all of our water bottles and we would take them to the redemption center, and then the money that they made from the redemption center, they got to split and kind of have like allowance or some money for them to spend. So what does your family do to help keep the earth clean? I know if I come home and I see any type of trash outside of the house or on the street, I always take my time, put gloves on, and grab a plastic bag and pick up any trash that litter bugs have left. And remember, we said we don't like to call names, but litter bugs are people who do not dispose of their trash properly. To properly dispose of your trash, you are supposed to find a correct receptacle. So let's see, receptacle is a big word, but it just means you put it in the right place. So here is the receptacle for metal, the receptacle for plastic, and the receptacle for paper. Now, some trash does not fall in one of these three categories. So you would just take that and put it in a trash can so it doesn't become litter, which is basically things that just got thrown out on the street. We don't want to be a litter bug. Earth is a big, beautiful planet for you to love and discover. Now that we've taken a trip around it, where would you like to go? Where would you like to go? You already heard one of the places I like to go. I like to go to the mountains. And you can see the little girl here is pointing at Asia. And this little girl is pointing at South America. Where in the world would you like to go? The end. Let's see if I can think of a song that we can sing. How about this song? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Let's try that again. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Because your friend is my friend, and my friend is your friend. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. I like that song, and I also like It's a Small World After All. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world again. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. 'Cause your friend is my friend and my friend is your friend. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Yay! Thank you for joining me as we have read 2 stories about Earth Day. And if you are really interested in Earth Day, you can go back into our library and find all of the really great stories we read last year. I think last year we spent 2 weeks on Earth Day. So there are about 2 weeks worth of stories for you to go and explore and learn more about Earth Day. Stay tuned for our story for World Book Day, which is also a story that links to Earth Day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. And remember, you are the you in unique.